Hello, this is Mr. Heflin, and I'm going to talk to you about the sequence and courses available to you at Calumet High School. So the Michigan High School graduation requirements for all the state of Michigan requires 3 credits of science. 1 has to be biology, 1 has to be chemistry or physics, and then an additional science class. Just so you're aware, there's no modifications at all. There's no personal curriculum. Everyone has to take these courses to get a high school diploma. The Michigan legislators strongly encourage students to take 4 years of science, and as a science teacher, I think that's a great idea. I want to introduce to you the science department teachers. Myself, I teach physical science, usually biology, and I've taught most of the other science courses. Mrs. Peters teaches biology, anatomy and physiology, and AP biology. Mr. Sumas, chemistry, AP chemistry, and natural resources. I encourage you to check out our individual web pages for more information. This is the flow chart or sequence of classes that you can take. It'll seem confusing, but I'm going to walk you through this quickly. So all students will take physical science. The traditional course or sequence is physical science as a freshman, then biology as a sophomore, and then choosing to take chemistry or physics as a junior. I'll just introduce physical science very quickly. The first semester is Introduction to Physics, second semester is Introduction to Chemistry. Students will participate in a lot of lab activities, demonstrations, and activities to help to visualize the concept in both physics and chemistry. Students will use the scientific method to develop their own labs, identify the variables, how they're going to test the variables, and display the information. They're also going to participate in research projects that they're interested in. And this will be for both, again, physics and chemistry. So they'll research a scientist, product, a process that has to do with physics and chemistry, and determine how they want to present the information. So it could be a PowerPoint, keynote, a video, stop motion video, comic strip, and present again to the class. So with this background information, kind of explain that students who take their physical science as a freshman, and we leave off the second semester with chemistry. So students who do well in chemistry second semester in physical science then would have a nice background, and it'll be fresh in the brain when if they choose to take chemistry as a sophomore. So they would double up their sophomore year taking chemistry and biology, both full year classes. Students could also opt to take physical science and biology as a freshman. To do so, there are certain criteria that your 8th grade science teacher can talk to you about. So they would have to do well in your 8th grade science class, do well on your science MEPS, have your parents or guardians who support you in this, and there's also a test to determine whether or not you could have this option. This would be good, especially both of these options, if students already know early on that they want to take AP classes or more electives later on. So again, physical science, biology as a freshman, chemistry as a sophomore, and then options, electives later on. So I'm going to move on and talk specifically about the different electives available. I want to make sure I point out, though, as a senior, students can take either natural resources or physics just as a senior to count as a math class. We only need 3 science classes for a Michigan diploma, but we need 4 years of math. So as a senior, students can take natural resources or physics and earn a math credit for those classes. So going back to that flow chart on the previous slide, students can choose to take chemistry or physics as a junior or earlier, depending on the pathway they choose. Chemistry and physics offer you a good foundation on the concepts taught at a level where if you work hard and provide an honest effort, all students can be successful. Students will learn not only the content of chemistry and physics, but also problem-solving techniques and skills that can be applied to different disciplines. And most importantly, discover that they're capable of establishing the required study habits and a sense of perseverance for themselves to go on to a higher level education. AP classes, or advanced placement classes, are essentially college classes that you can take in high school. Why would you want to do that? One, they're free and they help establish not only the content but also the pacing of a college class. So just to delve in a little bit more, so the AP classes kind of build upon the foundations of your biology and chemistry classes and then add additional topics to match the content of a collegiate level course in biology or chemistry. Students may take the national AP exam and attempt to earn college credit, and many students over the years have done just that. Regardless of the performance on the exam, many former AP students have come back through the years to tell how easy the first year courses in biology or chemistry was at the college level because of their preparation in the AP classes at Calumet High School. So our general biology and chemistry classes lay the foundations for further studying chemistry and biology, but the AP classes prepare students for both the content as well as the pacing of a collegiate level class. The natural resource content fluctuates from year to year, but will include significant coverage on the study of energy from a chemical standpoint that is interlaced with social, economic, and political perspective. A significant amount of time will be spent studying various forms of energy, including all fossil fuels found both domestically and abroad, as well as alternative forms of energy such as cellulosic ethanol and the use of woody biomass. For example, the Calumet High School wood boiler uses woody biomass for its steam heat and domestic hot water production. A significant lab component will explore the thermochemistry of said energy sources. For those students who are interested in the course, I recommend that you go and talk to students that have had the class in the past or current students taking natural resources. For students possibly considering a career in the medical field, anatomy and physiology would be a great option to take. This course would not only give you a background for nursing, but several fields, whether it being a physician, physician assistant, physical therapy, occupational therapy, and several others. As always, I encourage you to not only talk to your teachers who teach these courses, but also students who are in these courses or have taken these courses in the past. Feel free to email myself, Mr. Sumis, or Mrs. Peters with any questions or concerns you have. All right, thank you.